It's 6:30 a.m. You will hear today on Monday morning Michael Saylor making an announcement that they purchased Bitcoin. They bought the dip yesterday on. Stay for this video because the end will be shocking. I get liquidated and then I brush it off and fight back. Get ready. Here's the first fight back. Let's go ahead and take this 35% and prepare to reload and watch the video what happened afterwards. Let's continue. Sunday. We seen it happen. This big giant green candle began several hours ago. Hold on, I need to enter the next trade. So we go all in, the whole thing, okay? $1,166. Boom. Let the games begin. Continue, Oracle. Out of nowhere. So this is almost 7 a.m. Let's call it 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Around midnight, all of a sudden, there was a massive spike. We went all the way over 68,000. Let me show it to you another way. Last night inside my Discord at 11:41 p.m. Look at it like a wave. We called it the Saylor Pump. Took us over 67,000 from, I can't see what the number was. Okay. Took us all the way over 68,000. Look, it looked like this and it went straight up all night long. And now it's beginning to subside. He always creates and buys his own top. I got stuck in a short. I was down. I entered at 67,054, waiting for 67 to break. It was late in the night. Well, I wound up being down 103%, $4,562. At this point, there's no going back. There's no closing the trade. So, did I get this equity here? I think I'll win. No longer down $4,800. I'm down 63%. I already had written this money off and considered it lost. But I'm not closing the trade and handing them my money. I survived the worst of it. A Michael Saylor pump head on here in the overnight. Now what I teach is we feel nothing. I'm calm. I know that there's probably going to be AM pumps, but if I survived an artificial man-made pump, I can survive anything. Today the markets are red, oil is up, the country is at war, gold is down, silver is down. You think Bitcoin is special? Do you think that Wall Street likes what Michael Saylor is doing? He is the linchpin. The U.S. government wants Bitcoin to be stable. With Michael Saylor controlling so much of it, there's always fear it could never be stable. Will he become the new strategic reserve? So I stand before you now with half the amount down. I hope to show you a win in this trade. It's 7:01 a.m. New York City time. Do you know where your crypto is? I certainly do. So Michael, I accept the challenge. I know what you're going to do. Because it's almost like market manipulation. You buy on Sunday evenings and then you tweet on Monday mornings when the stock market opens, hey, we bought Bitcoin. In the old days, it used to pump the stock. Now, it rug pulls Bitcoin because all the ETFs and everyone else are afraid that you may slip up. You have less than 2 years worth of cash in the bank without selling any Bitcoin to pay all the interest, which you keep raising. Companies raise their dividends when they are doing well. I almost said a bad word. Companies do not raise their interest rates when they're doing poorly unless something is wrong and they want to entice, or they must entice new money so they can pay off the old money. Right? That's how they're paying everybody off. And if they have to sell any Bitcoin, well, that breaks the whole narrative. When the evangelist sells Bitcoin, well, the whole story is broken. He said he'd never sell. At 7 a.m. something just changed. The 6 a.m., the bigger the candle, the bigger the move. We had big, strong green candles. And now we have our first full red candle. Now there may be some AM pumping around 9:30. That does not mean I will not win my trade. There are links below. I don't trade on BitMEX. I use this chart. I do trade on Bitunex here. After all these years, I shouldn't have to say this, but the links for everything I use are below the video. We went from over 68,000 to 67,606. Not much time has gone by. Let's check. So we were down $4,500, 103% during the Michael Saylor pump. Then down $63. Now, if we look at the 1 hour, people are bleeding out. Okay, and we are only down $2,000. We are recovering everything back. Watch my wallet. Let me get a screenshot of this. I want you to watch my wallet. Let's put it in order. This screenshot tool is very helpful, especially when you're down. When you see this, okay, 103% down. Hold on, let me try to zoom for you. I know you're on your phone. Okay, when you see this, you're terrified. When you see this, you start to feel relieved. It's the psychological aspect. So this is why screenshots are important to monitor your progress. Imagine if you had closed here. You would have handed them your money. You would have lost every chance to fight the battle. Now there's going to be AM pumps, but we're ready for it. And now I will show you my wallet. Okay? Now we're going to hover over my wallet. You're going to see it instantly change. Everybody put your eyes to the right side here. 84.40 to 94.91. I am earning my money back. This is the key. Even when there's an unexpected pump, call it manipulation if you'd like, you can survive anything. You don't have to win instantly. People are now getting liquidated and smoked because they leverage traded with no gap, no protection. I teach you how to create the shield and the protection. So I expect more pumping between 7:30 and 9:30. As the stock market opens at 9:30. When the stock market opens, we usually pump. The stock market is having a red day. If we look right here, up at the top, but that doesn't affect the cycle of Bitcoin. So I'm prepared to batten down the hatches and go through the pump. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to go about my day. I know my liquidation. I know the current price. And I'll come back and collect my money. Now, let's save some time, okay? Michael Saylor did announce this morning that he bought at 9:57 a.m. Sure enough, here's the announcement. I don't understand how this could not be market manipulation. He does it on Sunday nights to pump the price of his stock on Monday mornings. This is going to end really badly. Back to our video. Let's speed it up a little bit. I'm down $4,300, 98%. I leave the house. I come back. Let's see. Now, these are the tactical decisions. I get to keep that. What do I risk? Losing all of it. Right now, if I close, they get $4,500. I'm not doing it. I fight to the end. I already have psychologically, mentally written the whole thing off. This is the difference where the battle begins. This is the difference between those who win and those who do not. I don't stare at this. I walk away. I know the parameters. I've already accepted what could happen. But there's nothing worse than closing a trade and having it turn the other way and dump on you. Want to see magic? Look at this. New York City time. What did I tell you would happen? Boom, there it was. Michael Saylor was the pump. He bought the dip. $70,000 yesterday. So okay? I stepped out of the house. I came back, pumped. I was liquidated. Yes, I got liquidated. Take revenge on him. So now we begin the process of waiting for the... I had $894 left. Bitunex sends you a notification that you're close to being liquidated, and then sometimes they'll do a partial liquidation so you can come back. And so you'll see my tone, my temperament, nothing changes. Listen, the whole number. We throw the whole $1,000 in
right here
at maximum leverage and begin shorting the piss out of this. Watch. Before you get liquidated, you get a warning. And then you get something magical. Position auto reduction. They don't fully wipe your wallet. So we have $900 left to go ahead and build it back. Here they come up over the whole number. Let's go ahead and let them run it up. Let them run it up. We have to be strategic. We're going to do this at 75x. Keep in mind, we are starting with $894. Let's build this thing back. Let's speed it up a little bit. Back. There's no emotion. There's nothing. We move on. Shorted over the whole number. We put in the entire wallet at 75x. Our liquidation is 69,870. We will let this rip. 69 will break and all of his false pump will break. Watch.
And that
we
brings
last
us
left, we were down 90%. $4,000. Rebuilding. Totally liquidated except for $800. So we enter the first trade, 38%. We begin the process. We are back in and we are up to $1,000. Let's go ahead and rebuild him. So this is my new thumbnail. I got liquidated.
I've got a blowout. Day for 3. Pitch to 0. Pitches out. I can't hold altitude. Correction. Alpha 4 is off. Third flight is emergency. Flight call. I can't hold it. She's breaking up. She's breaking.
Steve Austin, astronaut. A man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster.
Look at that. Now the 1 hour is starting to bleed out. Look at this. Their candles are losing strength. We can rebuild him. It's all in the mind. You must put it behind you and move on. Well, here we are again, up 29%. Okay, let's go ahead and close that. And we started with $848. Bitcoin's going to break 68,000. So here we are. Now we have 1,400. And I can keep doing this over and over again. You could get to a point. Let me check. Oh, now we have red on the 1 hour. The Michael Saylor pump is over. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the whole thing in again. Now, if you want a little more room between you and liquidation, you could lower it slightly. 74x, boom. You'll notice one thing. So now we're going to drop the whole thing all at once. You ready? The whole 1,400, because we are drifting down. So now let's do a time check. I've been out. Look at that. So now it's 2:20 in the afternoon. We've gone full circle from liquidation to building back. Slowly building back. It takes time. You can't revenge trade, and you can't feel bad about it. It is part of what we do here. Now, once again, I'm forced to go heavier. Oh, look, there's a little $42 there left. So let's take that and put it here. It won't make much of a difference. I consider all this already lost. So I take bigger chances. Okay, I see the drift of 68,000 going to the lower coordinates. I know we pumped only because of Michael Saylor. But the big thing is I internalize nothing. You can build this back. We can rebuild you. You can be faster, better, stronger. This is why it's critical that you are not trading alone. You're welcome to my Discord. Transparency is everything. This is how we've created legends. This was a false pump by a false prophet, Michael Saylor. So I guess the lesson here is you can build yourself back. I didn't even close this trade yet. Another 12%. Flash close. And, you know, as you start building yourself back, maybe now you can put $750 in the trade and then hold back the rest. And in case you need it, add it to your pencil. Now you're starting to build back. But the lesson here is that anyone can get liquidated. I got Michael Saylored, and it happens. Now, when I first started trading, this used to bother me. Now I just let it go. It's part of the game, okay? I fought the battle. And then you try to rebuild. You don't do it recklessly. You take your time. But the thing is the feelings. You can't have... Look, it's like anything in life. The people who succeed never give up. They are relentless. They keep coming back, punch after punch, until they become the greatest in the world champion. I will not increase my margin. I will put it all in once again, and we will try to break 68,000. There we are. They take out the fees up front. Remember, we started with dust. After a heavy liquidation, we can rebuild him. We will break 68,000 because we know this was a Saylor-induced pump.